Hey everybody, it's Michelle with Tin Done Design, and today I'm here to continue my Back to Basics series, and this is actually one of my favorite shapes to do. It's called the Off-Centered Circle. So let's get started. So what you're going to need for this shape is your slotted tool, piece of quilling paper, some tweezers, your circle size board with cork underneath it, and I'll tell you the importance of that when we get to that step, a straight pin as well, and some glue. So the first thing we're going to do is create our tight coil. And I am using Paplin paper in blue. And for this shape, I'm using a full circle, or I'm sorry, a full piece of paper. Just create our tight coil, slide it off the tool, flatten it between our thumb and index finger, get it as flat as you can. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our circle size board, and because I'm using a full strip of paper, I'm going to use the biggest hole that I have. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a loose coil. Gently let it out. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my straight pin that I have. I'm going to take it into the center, and I'm going to pull the paper, and you can pull it in any direction you want, but pull it towards the outer edge and place your pin into the cork to let it hold. You want it to hold that shape. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of glue and we're going to actually put it on top of the paper. I'm also going to do my outer edge too. So that'll set up. Can do that as well, but put some glue on the top of the paper where you've gathered your strip and just let that set up. Now as it's drying, you can be creating more of these off-centered circle shapes, and once you get back to your first one, it'll be dry, set, ready to go. So I'll just let it sit there for a few moments since I'm just making the one. And I'm using Lake City craft glue, and it dries fairly quickly. So just depending on the brand of glue that you use will depend on how long you need to let it sit there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently pull the pin out, and I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to grab the coil and if you flip it over, you'll have a nice off-centered circle. You can't see any of the glue that you put on the underside. So that is the importance for having the cork board with the circle size over it, because you need that pin to drag the center of your coil to the outer edge. And there you go. Alright, well there you have it. That was the continuation of my Back to Basics series, the Off-Centered Circle. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're able to follow along. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, you can leave them in the comments section below and I'll be sure to answer them. And if you've missed any of my other Back to Basics series, I'll include those links in the description box below, as well as all the products that I used tonight. And join me next week for these shapes, and I will see you all later. Bye!